Hey guys, Average Joe here, and I wanted to do a quick video to address some common questions from newer customers. Folks who have been following me since the beginning of the year have seen the videos about how these discs came to be and many of the reasons behind a lot of the design elements. But in recent months, with newer customers who have only seen either my oldest video or some of my more recent videos, tend to have the same kinds of questions about the design of the disc. In particular, for example, they wonder, how can this be correct if the diameter of my disc is different from the diameter of the OEM discs? This is a 552 Series 1. This is a 552 Series 2. And it is true. My diameters are different. The reason that they're different is because the materials are different. These are plastics. This is aluminum. So when you're designing for plastic, you have to make sure that, for example, you're putting in reinforcing ribs, that you're making the lip thick enough so that it's strong enough. They have certain concerns about this design. In fact, in the Series 2, they put more ribs and a different plastic. This doesn't appear to be the same plastic that they used in the Series 1, but basically you have to design for your material. And in this case, I'm dealing with 6061 aluminum, which is significantly stronger than these plastics. I don't need that thick lip. That's unnecessary. If I had a thick lip on this aluminum disc, I'd be adding unnecessary material to the disc itself, which means more cost. These are optimized for both the cost and the performance. So this little 2.5 millimeter lip is many times stronger than this thick lip. And the important dimension is not the thickness of the lip. It is the distance from the inner hub out to this inner lip, because this is where the tab on the weights slides. That's where, this is the part that holds the tab on the weights. So this is a critical distance, and that's this distance here. This is an important diameter. Now mine is a little tighter for a purpose. I don't want my discs rattling around as poorly as these OEM discs on your dumbbell shafts. So I made mine a little tighter so that it rattles less. Also, the thicknesses of the discs. Yes, when you look at these, each one of my discs has been optimized. They are not necessarily the same thickness here, nor are they the same thickness here. Each disc has been tailored for the model, Series 2, Series 1, 1090, and for the position. Disc 2, 3, 4, or 5. Mine, I refer to them as A, B, C, and D. But these thicknesses have all been optimized. So they are not going to be necessarily the same thicknesses as your OEM discs. Again, when you put your weights in between these plates in OEM, there's a lot of play, which means as you begin stacking these, you get a lot of weights kind of rattling in here. By changing the thicknesses of these lips, I've tried to tighten a little bit the gaps so that your plates don't rattle quite as much. Now I cannot tighten it completely. In an old video I explain why. But if I make this too thick, then on most dumbbells it's not going to function properly. I had to find a thickness that works with most dumbbells. There are always going to be sets out there that, for whatever reason, this thickness might be too much for that set. But for the vast majority of dumbbells, this is going to be sort of the Goldilocks, the ideal thickness for that particular disc in that position on that dumbbell. When you've got stacks of 4, each one of these optimized for its position on the dumbbell. So that's it. That's why these discs differ in diameter. That's why these discs differ in thicknesses. It's because I spent months, and I had also made videos about it. I had spent months making prototypes and going a little thicker, a little thinner, sometimes by as little as a couple thousandths of an inch, just to try to tweak it to the point where I'm getting the best performance for the most customers. So that's it. Hopefully that answers the questions from new customers who haven't seen the older videos. And I will see you all in the next video. Thank you.